E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid. Where a kid can be a kid. Where a kid can be a kid.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Oh shit, it's been a while.
It's been a while since we talked about Chuck E. Cheese. We're back here talking about Chuck E. Cheese.
Getting back to our roots.
Yeah, our kid roots. No fights this time, unfortunately. There's been no new Chuck E. Cheese fights because of COVID. That's probably the worst thing about the pandemic.
And this is a pacifist podcast now.
It's a pacifist podcast.
Yeah, we found inner peace.
Yeah, we won't do any more fight episodes. We will do episodes on crackheads still. But whether or not they're fighting is up to God.
Hey,
but
man,
we're a
some people get
pacifist.
their inner peace through crack cocaine, and that's all right. That's all right. It's
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, my name is Xavier.
It's Caleb back again.
And it's David Bean, everyone's favorite rat in a human costume.
Yeah, and Ian is not here,
I've never smoked crack.
and
We lost him
he just
to the crack.
to the crack. That statement is different now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna play a quick video that's just gonna kind of be a good intro of the vibe of what this episode's taking, and we'll just
Is this the Chuck E. Cheese?
This is outside of Chuck E. Cheese, and that is Chucky's head.
Oh no. Why'd you do that to Chucky?
They closed down, and they were just, I think, ordered to throw out the Chucky animatronic. So
It's
instead,
moving day for Chuck E.
This is
Cheese.
thrown out
This
for
is
why can't
Lorraine
they like?
Swanson
I want a
of Fun
full-size
Cat.
Chuck E. Cheese animatronic if I can
And
get my
they're
hands on one.
smashing up
Right,
the
sounds
Chucky head.
Really go to auction.
yeah, it sounds really sturdy. I can't tell if this is the helmet
It's
that the
rather
people wear,
symbolic.
or if this is actually for like a new animatronic we haven't seen yet. But yeah,
You
this
guys
is
should charge $1 for that.
it's very sad, but Chuck E. Cheese's are going bankrupt. This is what's happening among it.
Man, Chuck E. Cheese and Brook Brothers in the same week.
This is
It's fucked up.
this is a wild week that we're having. Look at these people just like bringing out like parts of the grill and like tables and shit, and they're just smashing this shit. Boom. I think this was in Crete. I'm not sure. It was like suburbs of Chicago. But yeah, this person filming's not upset. They just are in it for.
Chucky is dead.
Chucky is dead.
What if any kids like saw that and were traumatized by it?
That's what I was thinking. Look at her. She's got it.
What do you
She's
think?
taking the ear off.
What
Oh.
do you think traumatized more
gosh.
kids? Them smashing that, or them changing to that fucking scary ass head in the first place?
Yeah, old school Chucky was so much cooler with like the big ass jean shorts, the backward hat.
Yeah,
and stuff.
90s Chuck, early 2000s.
90s Chuck. So yeah, it looks like they're
Only
taking
90s
Longer
Chucks.
have fun.
they're taking a decent amount of the shit out, but for some reason I guess they were just able to destroy that Chucky animatronic or costume. But yeah, that'll set the stage. Chuck E. Cheese is going bankrupt. A lot of them are shutting down. I don't think all of them are though, but there's 612 total. I think we looked this up on the fight episode. That's a lot of Chuck E. Cheese's, dude.
Yeah,
What is
man.
a Peter Piper pizza? Is that like a subset of Chuck E. Cheese or like a
I think,
subsidiary or
yeah,
something?
I think so. So when Chuck E. Cheese first came out, it was the electric something, shit, what was
The
it?
Rocket Fire.
Rocket Fire Explosion. That's what it was.
Yeah. Thanks, Muck Sticky.
And yeah, thank you, Maxie. And they were gonna do stuff with that, and then it like evolved into Chuck E. Cheese over time. And then I think they have the Peter Piper pizza, and now they also did the Pasquale's. Do you know about that?
Mm-mm.
So during Corona, no one wanted the Chuck E. Cheese pizza, probably because of what Shane Dawson.
Oh, we can't say that name on the podcast. We're gonna get demonetized.
Will we?
No.
I was like,
No,
what?
he's a grown man. We'd even be able to sexualize him if we wanted.
So Shane Dawson made his show about this,
I saw this.
which this is suspicious. A lot of the explanation I think makes sense to where if they make a half cheese, or if they make a full cheese and a full pepperoni, somebody orders a half and half.
Yeah.
Instead of putting pepperoni on the whole pizza ever, they just simply cut two full pizzas in half and combine them. But I don't know. Some of the
Some of
chunks.
those pieces are way offside.
I know, like this to this to this. It just seems really, really suspicious. So for a lot of reasons, people don't want to eat Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I'm assuming mostly because of that. They had to come out and make statements and shit where they're like, no, like, and it would be crazy for that many employees to just shut their mouths and never talk about the fact that that's happening. But what they did during Corona was they made Pasquale's pizza, which they just put it on all the third-party delivery apps and were like, yeah, come get this pizza, and they made it better than the normal Chuck E. Cheese pizza, which isn't as bad as some people. It's not ketchup on cardboard, but it's not like good pizza. But yeah, they just put that out there, and people were buying the Pasquale's. And then, like, somebody probably, one of the delivery drivers probably was like, I went to, like, a Chuck E. Cheese for this, and, like, said it. Or I guess with no contact delivery, there was even less people, so that it probably took even longer for it to actually get the word out.
Okay, but so then Peter Piper Pizza, is that, like, a rallies and checkers situation, or is it, like, there's no games there? Or there's limited games there, it's mostly a pizza place?
There's probably, no games.
Good evening, Xavier. Aren't you supposed to use a different browser, or are you using the right one?
This is Edge.
Okay.
It fucking pulled all my Chrome bookmarks to it the other day, and I was like, no, motherfucker, that's why I have you separate. Like, why did that pull up Domino's? Dude, there's 5 pizza places before the real one with ads. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, this is a nice little logo. That's a nice simple.
Yeah.
That makes it look healthy. That's probably not.
Oh, we should get some Peter Piper Pizza.
Is there,
Dude,
like,
this
a
looks fun.
Chuck E. Cheese or anywhere like around here?
I think Bloomington might have been the closest. I think I heard in a full pizza outfit, huh?
Nice.
I want parent ass Brickley. Okay, so yeah, it looks like they're just connected. Wiki. Where's the Chuck? What is it? Entertainment something? CEC Entertainment. Yeah, so it's just owned by both of them.
Charles Edward Cheese.
Okay.
That's his full name.
I like that little 2014 rebranding section.
I thought it was Charles Entertainment Cheese.
You're probably right.
Yeah, I
It
think
is.
yeah.
I'm so dumb.
It absolutely is. I thought that's what you said. It absolutely is entertainment.
Shut the fuck up. It's
Okay.
entertainment.
So yeah, Peter Piper Pizza is just a subsidiary. But yeah, so they've filed for bankruptcy. Not all of them are closing.
Wait, if Peter Piper's is a sub, does that mean Chuck E. Cheese is a dom?
Unfortunately, yes.
Chuck E. Cheese is a dom confirmed.
Unfortunately, that is canon now.
Finally get to the bottom, yeah.
So Chuck E. Cheese, where kids could be kids,
Where a
Well,
kid can be a kid.
where parents nursed headaches, is filing for bankruptcy. 43-year-old chain. It's reopened 266 of its 555 company operated. So I guess that 612 might have been. They own 734 restaurants in 47 states and 16 countries. Going to
Which-
like India, Chuck E. Cheese.
Which 3 states don't have a Chuck E. Cheese? Probably Alaska and Hawaii. What's the third one? Like maybe North
Utah.
Dakota?
Utah said, "Get that shit
Utah.
out of
Yeah,
here."
Mormons don't like Chuck E.
What?
No. I don't know.
Chuck E. Cheese and Mormons have famously been at war for what 43 years.
Yeah, but I guarantee it's a Montana or a North Dakota or a South Dakota, or, a drive-through state.
Yeah. Montana,
You have a Chuck E. Cheese. There's no reason to stop.
someone tried to hunt the Chuck E. mascot in Montana, and they just had to pull out of the whole state. CEC listed nearly $2 billion in debt. Chuck E. Cheese is $2 billion in debt. Imagine being on top of the world in the 80s, 90s, just like Chuck E. Cheese is at its peak. And then one day being $2 billion in debt just because of video games.
I know you're talking about the company in that way, but I'm just picturing Chuck E. Cheese in a tuxedo, but now he's just homeless in a
He
fucking
founded the company.
That's just what immediately went through my head, was just Chuck E. Cheese dropping.
He's hands on his head, eating Xanax, just fucking my life.
I feel like even if the company completely goes bankrupt, they closed all of the restaurants and stuff, I feel like they'll sell Chuck E.'s likeness somewhere, right?
Yeah,
Chuck E.'s got to still be profitable in some way.
Chuck E. Cheese could
Profitable.
probably get a Netflix fucking
Yeah,
show. There's a
you can get it in
Cuphead.
cartoon.
A Netflix special.
Yeah, there's a Cuphead cartoon. They could make a. They could easily make a Chuck E. Cheese. But yeah,
Yo,
so
we should see if the rights are cheap enough. We should just acquire the Chuck E. Cheese rights.
well, they're in a certain level of bankruptcy to where they're not like liquidating. They're just like having the company to.
So we
cease.
make an offer. We
stuff.
say, hey, you want to get rid of a little bit? Of that?
Yeah, because how can that open because of Corona?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's you can't like
I
space.
don't want any of the buildings, bro. I just want the IP. Baby.
Yeah, and you can't like space out the kids playing unless they all go in like hamster balls. Like there's no way.
Oh, that'd be a hell of a. If you soundproof those hamster balls, that could be a place parents want to take their kids.
It's just like monkey ball with children, super monkey ball with kids. They're all just like
Yeah.
in little zorbs like running.
Yeah, and then you just have them if they fall off, they go in like a foam pit or something. Bro, that's a genius idea.
a claw like getting them out of like when they get stuck, like a claw comes and it just like claw machines
Yeah,
you back to
they
the
should serve beer like Chuck E. Cheese there too.
to the kids.
Do they not serve beer at Chuck E. Cheese
No.
already?
Yeah,
No,
they,
they
do.
serve beer. At
Oh.
Chuck E.
That's why
Cheese.
there's all the fights.
That's why
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese is cool.
We could watch one or two of the fights.
No fights.
You don't
Pacifism.
no Chuck E. Cheese fights.
I'm gonna pass my fist through your computer if you play a fight.
But so yeah, here's a sad image
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
the with the logo stained.
What can they possibly rebrand that building into?
Because you gotta
It
like
takes so much work to cover that up.
you gotta like scrub it or paint it.
They're gonna be like the new Pizza Huts, like where you can just like recognize the outside of what once used to be a Pizza Hut and now is like a
the
shitty
Mexican restaurant back home.
Yeah. It's just very obviously an old Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Yeah, certain shit you can't hide. I guess it's not really doxing them. The Hollywood Liquors in town, it was a Hollywood video,
Yeah.
and they just fucking bought it, ripped the video off, put cursive Liquors underneath it. I think I've seen a picture of like another business that did the same thing, and it's like it's a big, nice Hollywood sign.
Dude,
Yeah.
we should open a Blockbuster restaurant.
The Hollywood logo is not copywritten, probably, so it's just like, yeah, that's
Dude,
just
that'd be funny if Family Video went out of business and then someone just put like a restaurant and it just said like Family Restaurant.
yeah. God, imagine being hired at a place like that. Yeah, I work at Family Restaurant. That just sounds fake. Like,
Family Video just tweeted at me the other day.
really? What'd they say? I don't. Did you?
Yeah, so Jake Jacobson, friend of the show,
Yeah.
tweeted like a joke about like, you know, is this Family Video still a business? Because I owe him $50, and if so, how? And I just responded, slinging CBD. And Family Video
Oh,
responded
you
to
did
that
tell
tweet.
me.
Was like, you're not wrong.
I did forgot about that. Yeah, that's like how they're staying in business is candy and CBD.
Well, dude, and they've been scheming to do shit for a while. Because like right before they got the CBD, they were talking about turning it into like a pizza place. Because like at least ours, the one that's over by that Subway, they were gonna like make it a pizza place / Family Video.
Yeah.
So I guess you were gonna be able to like eat pizza there while you watch whatever movies they're playing, and you can also take a DVD home if you want.
I
But
got.
now
It's
they
not
just
the
got
worst
weed,
idea.
or fake weed.
I was gonna like talk shit about Family Video, but like one of the happiest moments of my life when my dad rented me an N64 and Ocarina of Time from there, and brought it home. It was just like, here. I was like, what? It just changed me.
Yeah, bro. The only reason I fucking cared about my grades when I was in like elementary school was because you got a free rental for every like A.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
This is a real quick tangent, but another time I wanted my dad to rent me that, and he came back and there was no Ocarina of Time, so he rented Majora's Mask because he just read Zelda, but then he had watched Powerpuff Girls with me at one point and got home with the N64 and was like, they didn't have like the Zelda you wanted, so I got you a Powerpuff Girls game. And I was like, what the fuck? I don't want that. That's going to be like bad. Like a Powerpuff Girls game for N64.
It's for girls.
Well, no, I liked Powerpuff Girls, but I just didn't think a game for
no,
N64
you
would have
like
been
the
good.
Rough Rowdy Boys. We're Rough Rowdy Boys.
Okay. But I don't think there is an N64 Powerpuff Girls game. It would have been bad, probably. But I got it, and I was just like, Majora's Mask. I was like, this is the other Zelda. And then I didn't ever like say this to him, but I realized he must have thought Mojo Jojo, the monkey enemy from Powerpuff Girls, and read Majora as Mojo Jojo, and was like, "This is Powerpuff Girls," even though it's a Zelda also.
There's
Oh,
gotta be
so it wasn't a
there's gotta be
prank. He wasn't
mod.
like, Oh, I got Powerpuff Girls. Trying
No,
to
I
fool
think
you.
he just because Majora is such a weird word. I think he actually, and so is Mojo Jojo. So I
Right.
think he legitimately just read Majora as Mojo Jojo, forgot that he was in the Zelda section, and just was like, "This works. I know he likes that."
If there's not a reskin, like a mod of Majora's Mask to be like covered in Powerpuff Girls skins, that would be pretty sick, and I would play it honestly.
Yeah, that would be
Mojo
cool.
Jojo's Mask, that'd be really good. I would play it. Why not?
If there's any crazy coding fans out there, you know what to do.
Can't be that hard.
Please, we'll play it live.
Yeah, and if there's any crazy coding fans out there, you can hit me up.
This is a Photoshop, but this is an inevitable picture, probably.
Spirit Halloween just pops up everywhere. I love.
We didn't
those
even get
stores.
one this year, bro.
Yeah, we probably won't get one. Oh, you mean last year?
Last year we just didn't get one.
We probably won't get one
I was
this
so
year.
pissed. They had to close down Toys R Us and everything.
I guess they'll probably allow trick or treating this year. So yeah, I guess we might have one. But yeah, this is an inevitable picture. But something that's interesting is they are still posting on their YouTube constantly puppets of Chucky and the gang making music, and this was on their Twitter. They're shooting what seems to be a very serious commercial.
Save our Chuck.
In masks. This was June 24th. So they're still making commercials. Is she up on just a chair that people are gonna
Man,
sit on?
imagine being a child actor whose parents are sending them out to work in the pandemic.
OSHA? Are we gonna talk about this? OSHA? But yeah, I thought that was interesting. They're still making them so among a pandemic and being bankrupt, they're like, look at this, we're still making commercials
With little kids, bro.
with children in them.
With
Yeah.
little kids who could get that virus and die. I don't even like kids, and I'm pissed.
This was the oldest Chuck E. Cheese, and it is now closed.
Oh,
Damn, that's rough.
The oldest Chuck E. Cheese has fallen.
Bro, this is almost as sad as them putting away Sandy the penny horse at Meyer.
This is outside of it.
Oh, yeah,
that was
this is-
sad.
What does it say? Like sorry, like
Like, Sandy's resting in her stable,
Resting
so
in
at
her
least it's not
stable.
like Sandy went to the horse doctor.
She's
yeah.
at the glue
she broke her leg and
factory.
they had to fucking shoot her in the head.
She's at the glue
Sandy's
factory.
gone.
Yeah, we took Sandy out back.
They're making little gummy bears out of her bones. But so this is that Chuck E. Cheese, I'm pretty sure, and this doesn't look that impressive until you see that this is a door,
Wow.
and that is a Chucky statue.
That's the boss Chucky. That's the one. Like
Dude, we
That'd be
should
the one
go
that
there and
fucks
have
it up
Ian
the most.
climb it.
Get in the case and get
Yeah.
on top. See, like this is one of those little cigarette disposers, and this is
I don't like that
fucking
they've taken those
giant-
away from places. I get that, like, people, you're like, oh, there's no smoking here, so we'll take away the cigarette things. But people are smoking anyway, and now there's just cigarette butts on the ground.
now it's just gonna be by the big Chucky,
Yeah.
the cigarette buttons.
Birds are going to eat them, bro.
So yeah, this was in the San Jose, and the oldest Chuck E. Cheese has fallen.
What do those towers look like? Baby bottles.
What?
Towers look like baby bottles.
Yeah, I think that building might have been built for it, but that would have just been the vibe then in like the 80s. They would have
Yeah.
made stuff more castle-like and more like White Castle-y and just like.
like
Plus,
a Chuck E. Cheese with baby bottles.
it looked like it kind of the tops.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Those look like some fucking nipples.
yeah,
dude.
those are
Those
some,
look like sorry pieces.
Oh, they do look like sorry pieces. More than
sorry
anything.
pieces do look like nipples. That's what I always think when I play sorry. That's why I always pick the pink ones.
That's why I can't play it.
Is
'cause I
that why
get
you're
too
always
horny.
picking the pieces up with your mouth?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't play it. I get too
We're not
fucking
playing sorry
horny.
anymore.
I get too
Sorry.
horny. That's why the name of the game is sorry, because you like sorry.
Yeah.
Because all the
Sorry,
regrets you had
boners.
afterwards.
Getting boners during it. Sorry. This game gets me fucking horny.
Well, other games have pieces that look like genitals.
Oh, any of them if you're creative enough.
Right.
So here's one of those fake articles I was talking about. So they took the article that the oldest Chuck E. Cheese had fallen, and they're putting shit like this. Night shift workers at Chuck E. Cheese claim strange movement from animatronics.
I've seen stuff like that. That's crazy. I don't like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not correct.
Animatronics. And it says here, ironically, at the same location where 5 children were reported to be missing.
Ooh.
So here's 5 children have gone missing inside a Chuck E. Cheese. Parents report smells coming from inside the Chuck E. Cheese, inside the ball pit. And obviously these are not true articles. And here's somebody very seriously saying Chuck E. Cheese, Five Nights at Freddy's, but if like real actual kids are dead or missing, please don't make jokes about the actual death of real children. So no children have been found dead inside the Chuck E. Cheese. They
Wink.
weren't open during the pandemic, so why would there be children being lost inside the closed store? Why would there
Kids get lost all kinds of crazy places. You can't blame the rat.
You could say the workers for this, because if they're in there scamming people making the pizzas under a fake name, could be like, okay.
Oh yeah, bro. They don't have childcare, so they're just taking their kids to work with them and just saying, "Go play in the pit while I make pizzas."
The people, the employees, every 19-year-old that has 2 kids that works at Chuck E. Cheese.
Could you imagine if one of your parents worked at Chuck E. Cheese and you could just like hang out there? That would be amazing.
That would be legit. You would be just made in the shade, especially like in its peak.
You could save up so many tickets. You get like the big ass prizes. I bet those are the only kids that would be able to ever get those prizes.
Yeah. Well, because you have to think that at a certain point they probably change the tickets and make it to where, because well, in a modern Chuck E. Cheese you have to put it in the cruncher
And then they give you the little voucher.
with a date printed on it that you probably can't bring that back the next day. I don't know that for sure.
To get that many tickets, like
Because
if
Dave
all the
and
kids pull them
Buster's,
together.
Jackpots just over and over, just lucky.
and we all know how I feel about Dave and Buster's. I'm a Buster for sure.
Yeah.
But you can just save. You put all your tickets on your card, and then you just can bring the card back in the future. And I don't think those expire because Dave and Buster's cares about their.
I still have a lot
consumers,
of cards on my
customers.
Dave and Buster's power card. We should go back to Dave and Buster's when
Well,
we can.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jack Wagner of Yeah But Still for his calamari algorithm.
Dude,
That's the funniest shit
they
ever.
took Hoopa out of so many Chuck E. Cheeses. 'cause of it.
Go listen to that episode. It's on their Patreon. It's
I don't
fucking
think
funny.
I've listened to that.
It's like only 23 minutes, and it's all about how with tickets you can buy appetizers.
Yeah.
And the calamari is really good there, the fried calamari. And there's a certain way that you can win this Hoopa game and get a ton of tickets. He did all these equations for how quick you can get tickets. And there's a certain way to where you can just get these calamaris like fast.
Yeah.
And he figured out like kind of how to do it, and he was trying to figure out which one he could do it at, where if they would have enough calamari for this to work, of just like plus ones of plus ones of plus ones just coming for this calamari feast.
Yeah.
And once he started investigating, they started taking that game
Yeah.
out of the Dave and Buster's. So it's a little trip on what happened there.
I'm sure there's like some people that have found ways to like just scam up at a Dave and Buster's or a Chuck E. Cheese or a Jupiter's or whatever.
Dude, my parents had friends, Chuck and Angie, cool people.
Chuck E. Cheese?
No.
Oh, that would have been
No.
So
fucking
damn, your dad knows Chuck
epic.
E. Cheese?
I shouldn't dox him, so I won't say the last name. But it's one of my
Cheese.
favorite foods.
Cheese.
But it's not cheese, but it is one of my favorite foods.
But
Asparagus?
No, bro, shut up. I'm telling a story.
Chucky
Why are you interrupting me, bro? It's my turn to talk.
Okay.
Anyways, they like half their decorations, their phone back when landlines were a thing was a Dave and Buster's phone. Like their DVD player was a Dave and Buster's DVD player. Like everything, all their decorations in their house that weren't like furniture was just Dave and Buster's shit because they would just go and win games. They were good at all that shit,
Wait,
especially like the one where you stop the light. They just wait for it to hit a
Oh,
big
yeah.
jackpot and they go and smash it, and it's like cool. 1 token, 500 tickets.
Is that the?
Damn.
Do they brand their shit?
They did a lot.
So you get like a toaster that's got.
Yeah,
It's like their
and
logo-
a lot of
their
a lot of
logo
stuff
on
would
it.
be orange.
yo, they should
Oh,
make
that's
Dave
hot.
and Buster's like actual
Yeah.
furniture. I want to sleep on a Dave and Buster's king size bed.
Yeah, I would rock that. Yeah. Okay, so there has been some very scary pictures that have surfaced amongst this of animatronics in worse for wear conditions.
That one can't be real.
No, these are real. This is I think they have the wig on the one thing. This might be an old one.
Is there like a lady Chucky or like a lady?
There's a
Because I thought that like only one of them was a mouse. I thought the other ones were different animals.
This is like a girl bear. I think that was with the Rockafire one. But here's an old Chucky without its face.
That's fucked.
Here is an animatronic, but it's actually just a piñata that somebody made.
There's no soul in those eyes.
$883.50 they want on Etsy.
I would pay like maybe $100 for that. That would be pretty sick to have just in the house.
You're not allowed to move that into this
Dude,
house.
this
I'll
is
get a different one then.
horrible. There's an old sign wasting away.
I like that. That's scary.
Now this one is nuts. This one I can't explain. This is gonna be the thumbnail of the episode. This is like in a desert almost. There's like mountains back here. Where the fuck is this
Why
at?
Chucky look like he about to suck dick for a ride?
This is like, it's like, is this a dump? There's like a traffic cone and like a pipe. This is like a weird, this looks like a telephone pole. This is like the weirdest dump ever. He's missing an ear.
He's falling on hard times for sure.
But yeah, this one just came out recently.
He looks like he's just like popped
That
a few
Chucky
pills
smokes
or
crack.
something. He looks like he's not having a good time.
So here they are. Like, so if you have these and you have them in your house, like they're gonna break, and that's what like the collectors have. But like, you have to repair them, so you have to see them like this, and then you got to put them back together and know that like this is underneath it, just in your house.
They should like try to rebrand them to be Jesus.
So the sausage gets made, boys.
They should try to rebrand Chuck E. Cheese for like, you know, like your goth teens and stuff like that, and just like
Ooh,
have some like real fucked up
goth
shit
Chuck
in
E.
there.
Cheese, bro?
Goth Chuck E. Cheese.
Chucky scene.
They've already got all this stuff. Chuck E. Scene.
Dude, Charlie's Scene. Hollywood Undead could buy it.
Ah, we gotta call him up.
Holy shit.
Everywhere I go, the bitches always know that Charlie's Scene he has a weenie that he loves to show.
Bitch.
So here's the pure skeleton. This is
I'm not
the,
trash, Rico.
this is bare bones. Rico from our Juggalo episode, our Juggalo expert. But yeah, that folder was called Hell. And now we'll get into this a little bit more. So here's somebody just debunking the the 5 children going missing.
Not interested. I don't want to hear someone stupid facts.
Okay. It has to be pointed out. But a lot of why I wanted to do this is one, our Chuck E. Cheese episode about the fights got good. It's got a lot of views. Go check it out. But also because these so the video game Five Nights at Freddy's, obviously based on Chuck E. Cheese. I think it's a cool premise for a game. I think it's really hard, but I think it was ruined by the fan base, similar to what has happened to Rick and Morty in a lot of ways. When the kid was fucking up on the counter screaming about the Szechuan sauce, and Justin Roiland like cringes when he sees it, and he's like, "Please turn this off." Like on the H3, he was like, "I seriously do it. I cannot watch this shit."
It ruined the show for me for a while.
They
Like it took me
yeah.
a minute to be able to watch Rick and Morty again.
And I think kids trying to have sex with the evil animatronics in Five Nights at Freddy's is kind of what turned me off of it. It's kind of like, oh wow, there's like porn being made and like music videos being
Yeah, I was just
sexually.
like, 'cause they make porn of everything.
Yeah, but like Five Nights at Freddy's got it like good.
I saw some terrible porns on this computer screen.
Yeah, the principal from Fairly Odd Parents.
Don't look it up.
Principal,
Don't do it.
Principal Geraldine Waxaplex.
Do not search that.
Pull it up. Jamie, pull up Rule 34 Principal Waxaplex.
Sucky cheese.
Yeah, dude, there's gotta be Chuck E. Cheese Rule 34, unfortunately.
Fucky cheese. That
Don't Google that either.
Fuck.
sucking
cheese.
fucky cheese.
I don't think I've seen Sucky Fucky Cheese.
Sucky fucky cheese.
But, yeah, so kids being gross with the Five Nights at Freddy's shit is why I was like, okay. And, like, Cuphead, I mentioned that earlier, that started to get it. It didn't get it as bad as the other stuff did. But, like, Undertale got it. There's a couple great franchises that just got, shit on because the fan base.
Yeah.
My Little Pony. No, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, in a different way, yeah. They got shit on. It's almost weird to be a little girl that likes My Little Pony now.
Yeah.
You almost ruined it for real little girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people are demanding that Chuck E. Cheese is bought and turned into Freddy Fazbear Pizza. So little kids are now, or whoever is fetishizing Freddy Fazbear want a real one so that they can go do it in person.
They gotta
apparently.
open up like 1 or 2 actual locations. Like that could be like, you know, like in some tourist places they'll have like a Ripley's Believe It or Not
Dude, it
type
would be
deal.
fucking.
If they just had like
always
2 or
booked.
3 of those, that would be kind of fucking sick, and I would probably go. It's
It
just
would
like
make
a,
so much money.
like some sort of interactive haunted house. It could be tight.
Honestly, yeah, but like I'm sure what people will try to do there will be insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the bad kids are gonna go there.
They would make so much money.
All the
They
kids
would-
your mom wouldn't let us hang out with.
They would make so much money.
That are-
All the Xaviers.
Yeah.
I do not fetishize Freddy Fazbear. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Xavier only fetishizes the principal from Fairly Odd Parents.
That's so much better than an animatronic bear.
Isn't that principal like the super short guy? Is that? Am I thinking of the right
no, that's
person?
Mr. Crocker.
The-
Oh, that he's tall though.
yeah. No, she's like thick.
She's a
Oh.
redhead. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I
I would watch that for sure. Yeah, pull it up.
Yeah. I can pull it
No!
up. I got it saved on my phone.
No.
I'm not gonna show the audience, but yeah, me and Nathan were checking it out.
Right. If you're gonna do that, at least put it on our Patreon.
Hell yeah! All right,
Because I
I'm
took
into
this,
that.
I took this video of Nathan. It's like saving it.
Unbelievable. I'm disassociating.
Dude, it's nuts. But yeah, obviously I'm not trying to kink shame you if you like Freddy Fazbear, but there shouldn't be a brick and mortar place to do it, I guess, is what I'm saying. So yeah, fans call for closed Chuck E. Cheese to become, this is a real article. They're not like demanding it, but so in Five Nights at Freddy's, there's this thing that says that the kids went missing on June 26th. They did file for bankruptcy officially on June 26th, I believe.
Wow.
So people are saying it has to be it. This has to be it. Same, yeah. This Chuck E. Cheese closing. It's the manager up to
God's fate
something.
upon us. It's God's fate upon us.
It's God's fate upon us.
I like it was the manager up to something. Like they think that just like the manager of one of those locations has made the call. Like, why we gotta declare bankruptcy?
This is it.
No shareholders or anything.
Yeah, right. It wasn't like a multi-step thing for them to close more than half of. But yeah, among this, you know, some of this stuff's getting sold.
Hell yeah.
It looks like people are coming out of their personal collections because this is an authentic
$1,600
for just the head. Just the head.
Damn, I've always wanted like a cool mascot head,
This would be.
but I don't know if I want to pay over like once again like $100, $200 for that.
Yeah, this one is quite a. Next scarf has some holes and tears, it says, but other than that, we're good to go. 5 people are checking this out an hour.
So you call that near mint
Yeah, this is pretty.
or slightly used?
For 1980s, yeah, might be slightly used, I guess. The
Is
hell?
it an OWO, only worn once?
I don't believe so. You get the Pizza Time Theater ashtray.
Ah,
Yo.
From the
that,
70s.
that would be honestly kind of sick.
126. So yeah, a lot of people are checking these out, dude. This is but yeah, I think among this, people are like, okay, now's the time to sell my old shit because now
Right. We gotta wait a little bit for the market to cool.
Chuck E.
Yeah.
Cheese in the news. 1500, baby. 1500
Who's paying for that?
for the Jasper.
Like, are there like any like for real like Chuck E. Cheese enthusiasts that are adults?
I bet it's a Chuck E. Cheese enthusiast and a furry.
Yeah. Well, in our first
Somebody's fucking wearing these heads.
in our first episode, there's a fella that goes by in the fight episode. It's called
Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese Fights and the Big Cheese because there's this gentleman that goes by the Big Cheese, and he goes around and he knows way fucking more about these Chuck E. Cheeses and all of the animatronics and stuff than any of the staff. And he's just going around. He's been now taken off of YouTube 2 times.
He was not supposed to be in those places. We were saying it during the first video.
Yeah.
Like, he's not supposed to be
Because it's
there.
like, how do you get in there without a kid?
Yeah,
But
you're not allowed in at all. With
I
that
guess, and again, not to go back to Shane Dawson just because, but the when they went in to get the pizza, there was like 3 adult males that just went into Chuck E. Cheese by themselves to get that pizza.
I feel like I'm sure there's some custody exchanges done at a Chuck E. Cheese every once in a while. Dude, no, like I'm just being realistic.
You're right, but that's
So like
so
I'm saying,
sad.
I'm sure dad's gotta walk in and say, "Hey, I'm here to pick up my kid, my wife, or my ex-wife brought him.
Fucking that bitch.
And who's
is-
gonna stop him? Who's gonna start that fight? You're gonna
probably
stand
just,
up at
like,
the front and
they would probably
go
just call
track
her
your kid
over.
down? Well, and at least I remember you used to get a number, so I think that it might have just made you like
Yeah, do like
get
a
someone a
stand.
number. But I'm sure like pre-cell phones, that wasn't always like an option.
Yeah.
So, because Big Cheese was brought up, I'm gonna play with fire a little bit here because Big Cheese has been taken off of YouTube 2 times. His channel's been deleted twice. I don't believe there's any allegations or anything of the sorts against Big Cheese, but our first episode didn't have any problem with putting up Big Cheese, so I'll put a little bit of him up. I hope he's okay, and I hope he's actually a good guy. But here. This is a good look inside because we haven't really got a good look inside until yet inside of working Chuck E. Cheese.
And I'm back with another episode of Up Close and Personal with the animatronics. Today I'm here at
Close
the
and personal, he's 2
Albemarle
table lengths
Road
away.
road stage
I've been closer than
Remember, he
actual
gets up
party.
close and
Oh.
feels their mouths.
Lips.
Oh, fuck that. No.
That's wrong.
Check that wedding ring.
And his teeth are made of
He's got a
hard
wedding ring. I
plastic.
think we pointed
Well,
that.
he's got a ring on his
Now,
wedding ring finger.
Helen's beak is kind of a hard material covered with fabric. And the inside of her mouth. Here's Mr. Munch. And of course,
So,
Mr.
yeah,
Munch.
there's a couple
has-
reasons why Big Cheese could have been taken off of the internet. And he might be back up. That was a while ago I looked, but this is why I keep all my shit. So I can just pull it right up. Okay, where were we?
Imagine like marrying somebody and like 10 or 15 years into the marriage, they just
He's
start
been
getting
hiding
really
this.
into like Chuck E. Cheese lore and like they break into Chuck E. Cheese's and like finger their mouths. Like that shit would be weird. I would not be comfortable with my spouse doing that.
Dude, maybe it's the Big Cheese's partner putting all these big bids out because they're trying to save their relationship with Big Cheese. So they're trying to get these mascot heads so they can fuck Big Cheese with them on.
Okay. I'm down to do that as a conspiracy.
Let's conspire, baby.
Conspire against the Big Cheese.
No, not against the Big Cheese. Conspire to help the Big Cheese.
It never.
Trying to help him get laid, bro.
Is there any way to get Big Cheeses again?
Are you against the Big Cheese?
Dude, I just thought. Yeah, I was just thinking
Pretty
that.
sick.
So, yeah, we did that like November, like 26th last year. I literally it crossed my mind just now
to get him
to
as
get him as a guest to get Big Cheese on. Yeah, I'll write down on Big Cheese. Why does your channel keep getting taken down? Because with Jason, you just know
Yeah.
he did something bad.
We gotta check it. We gotta get Jason back in here soon.
Yeah, we gotta talk about his merch that's
Yeah.
flying off the shelves. But yeah, so here's that. Here we go, baby. 7500 authentic, original animatronic. Look at them
Upper body only?
hypnotoad fucking scary eyes.
It's just the upper body, bro. That's scary.
With PayPal credit, you can pay $361 for 24
But
months.
where are the legs?
You don't get them.
Well, you don't want it to chase you.
True. This would be just less scary because.
Oh, go to the close up of the eyes.
yeah. This is damn it. This is just a screenshot. This isn't the actual.
Oh.
That thing looks like
This might have
it's-
sold too.
for like as skinny as it is, and like it would feel gross to touch it, and you could like feel the the saggy skin and like the just the metal underneath it. It just looks incredibly powerful. Like it would
this
just be
isn't-
able to chuck you.
No.
This is in
Don't talk
Boise.
about that.
We could get Scott to go get this. We could get him and pick it up.
We should rob these people.
It's in, we should rob. What are their names?
Hey, if we actually do it, you'll edit this part out, right?
Sure. It doesn't say their name on here, so
We can
that's
figure
fine.
It out.
Here we go.
Mr. Munch.
Get that destroyed head.
He's not going to be munching anything anytime soon. That's still $500.
And this is active bids. Enter 560 or more to actually bid.
Fuck out of here. That's
It's going up.
insane.
8 days left.
Bro, that's almost 2 rent checks.
Imagine being stressed out about like this time limit and getting like emails like you've been outbid. Like mother. Just like I can't keep doing this. I can't keep putting more on it, but I have to have this.
Honestly, I would just kind of try to drive up the price a little bit just to see how much we can really push people to pay for like a fucked up
We drop a
munch animatronic head.
we drop $1,000 and then no one else bids. Fuck! We just have to buy it. We gotta go 3 ways on a fucking.
I think that's the plot to a Big Bang Theory episode. I'm not proud that I know that, but I do.
But yeah, that's all that's for sale, really. That's all that's really worth the sale.
Well, Chucky's soul might be for sale. We don't know.
Yeah, might be
I'm
making
gonna
a
look into it.
deal with the devil.
It's in a phylactery.
So here's a girl that was streaming. She was doing a fashion show on Animal Crossing, and the actual official Chuck E. Cheese Twitch account subbed to her.
What the
Hell
hell?
yeah.
So
So she's the dom.
I guess so. She's doming both Chucky and who would we say?
Peter Piper.
Peter Piper. Picked up.
She's picking his bag of peppers.
Pasquale's in there too. He might just be the chef.
Well, Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah,
must
he's a
be
watcher.
He's
switch.
asexual. He's an asexual chef. I think most chefs are asexual, right? Or is that slander?
Most chefs are just mean to me. Except Rico.
But yeah, so she's obviously an established streamer. She's got a picture of her in a cheerleading outfit jumping up that pops up when people sub to her.
Yeah.
And yeah, her name's Kelly, it looks like. And Chuck E. Cheese, what if this was somebody that was like simping for her and runs the Chuck E. Cheese Twitch that exists for some reason and accidentally did this on that account? And was like, oh
Hell yeah,
fuck.
probably.
He was supposed to do it on his personal account, and then it just like came up and she like lost her shit. She's like, stop, Kelly, stop, please. I didn't mean to.
Just subscribed! Yes! I have made it as a Twitch streamer! Thank you! Guys, we just
How many
You got
people
cat
is-
ears on?
made it.
That doesn't seem like a good mix with
We
Chucky.
made it. Chuck E. Cheese
Ooh,
has
that's true. That's the
subscribed.
same headphones Copper
That's
has.
why she's the dom.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What's in it for you? What's it?
Copper's a dom. She's a dom. Anyone with these little ears,
I'm
cat
so
ears.
excited.
Is
But-
Chuck E. Cheese subscribed to anybody else?
I don't know. I should have looked into that a little bit. You know what? Fuck it. We're still we're going good on time. Let's look up Chuck E. Cheese Twitch. Like, why the fuck does this exist? Chuck E. Cheese. Yep, here it is. Like, what are they putting on it? Are they live right now? Oh, they just have a Chuck E. Cheese on Animal Crossing. Recommended channel Soldier Boy.
Hell yeah.
Well, that seems legit that they followed her while she was playing
Yo.
Animal Crossing, man. But subs cost money, right?
Yeah,
So-
it costs like $5.
So they spent $5 to pop up. I guess we're talking about it.
3.2K.
So do they just
Yeah.
stream Animal Crossing?
It looks like they might
Who
have
would give like
just like being subbed to this.
yeah.
It's some executive's kid who was just like, "Mom, I have an idea."
Yeah, they just like made a Chuck E. Cheese.
He doesn't even
kind
look
of.
like he doesn't even look like Chucky. Like it just looks like a kid that won some merch from Chuck E. Cheese with their ticks.
Is this the gay entrance or the gay pride entrance?
Is Chuck E. Cheese gay friendly? I feel like they.
I mean, if he's fucking Peter Piper,
Well, yeah.
He's fucking Peter Piper getting domed by a Twitch streamer.
he's paying the Piper so that he can dom him.
He's paying the Piper so he can Piper down Peter Piper. Yeah, what is this? This is just like they're not even like doing anything like really. Hello, Chuck E. Cheese. Like the people in the fucking kids in the chat. Hello, Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. I got a couple more things. So yeah, that's the pizza. That would piss me off if I if I got a pizza and it
I
looked
wouldn't
like
eat that.
I would.
The
It would piss me
pepperonis
off.
aren't matching. Well,
That's
they kind of match up, but like not really. And the crust definitely doesn't match up.
It's like the whatever they're cutting the pepperonis with, like jam them down in the crack like more than any other pizza.
But how do you explain like that piece, like in the middle on the bottom, right to the left? How do you explain that crust being that fucked up? Like all the other pieces, I could see you like
Yeah, like
somehow explaining that away, but that one piece right there, I feel like that's a dead giveaway.
because this looks very full. Like it looks like it goes all the way here. And Jarrett was like, "Well, if they're using like organic dough, it'll be like kind of lopsided." But it's like that's like that's like a mountain. It's
That's
an
like
actual...
that's like a full half inch of like extra crust that's on the other one that's not on. I don't trust it.
Like you can cruise over this, but if you like slam this on a skateboard, you're fucking flying.
It wouldn't get the Papa John seal of approval. I can tell you that much.
Did you see that video he made the other day with the dirty pan?
Papa
So-
John.
Yeah, so he has a TikTok, and
Of
some
course.
some lady ordered
Not anymore.
some lady ordered a no, it's like his personal TikTok.
Yeah, it's Papa's, not Papa John's.
What I mean, like TikTok is. I thought they were like taking it off the App Store because China's spying on everybody.
Well, they did in India,
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought they were doing that like in the U.S.
But
at some
India-
They're talking about banning it in the U.S. but it
Yeah.
hasn't happened yet.
The Indian population did some wild. I mean, everybody does wild shit on TikTok.
point. The
but
Joker
like,
stuff. That's
the stuff. Yeah, like there's people.
I, can't- I wish I could do the face, but I can't.
Yeah, like people are just being like cringy on like American TikTok. Indian TikTok is like an actual mystery. It's like, what the fuck did this even like mean? It's so funny. But yeah, they got it, and I'm surprised there's not a revolution because of that. Because like India just got their internet. You know, there was the whole T-Series battle.
Yeah.
So they just got their like full-fledged internet, and then they got TikTok and went too nuts with it. You'd think that they would be more pissed. I mean, they might be. I haven't really looked into it, but you'd think you would have heard about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did hear something about, because China is definitely pulling data.
Like a lot of data.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it probably is mostly for ads, but it's still more than like Facebook's.
I've
Bro,
never been
China-
happier that I'm a grown ass man who hasn't downloaded TikTok.
China's so sketchy though.
I gotta have it for this fucking podcast. I gotta have it.
And don't tell your phone anything about me.
I have such a crazy ass file full of fucking just wild TikToks, but I want to do it as Patreon so we can play all the music and shit.
Tell us more bad things about China.
What?
Tell us more bad things about China.
Oh, they just like passed a law where if you criticize the Beijing or the Hong Kong government, like they can jail you. And this goes for anybody in the entire world. So like if you are like on record criticizing either the Beijing or the Hong Kong government and you go to China, there's a possibility that you could be arrested. There was a foreign exchange student that like put out a tweet that was like, "Hey, the people of Hong Kong should be free."
Yeah.
And he got 6 months in prison when he went back
Wow.
like home.
Did you see
Shit's fucked.
Did you see the dude that won some video game thing, and they like screamed it out at the end of the stream, and then they just fucking went to his house and arrested him?
What the
But he
hell?
like won some like League of Legends or some shit, and then
Yeah.
screamed like, you know, like freedom for Hong Kong, and they just were like, nope, and they
That's
just like,
insane.
yeah, like the government just like showed up at his apartment, and was like,
Oh, and they're
let's
trying
go.
to make it so they can extradite or like they can arrest like any like foreign-born like Chinese like ethnically Chinese people.
Wow.
They're insane. China's so fucked right now. I'm
This
on stream
podcast is
saying
still
this.
available in China, technically, right?
Yes, I looked that up the other day. So yeah, because
Xi Jinping, come at me, bro.
We got the
I'll
hell
fuck
yeah.
you up, Winnie the Pooh.
that Winnie the Pooh won our thing. It won our TV theme episode.
We gotta get up, gotta get going, gotta see a friend of mine.
But yeah, there's special censored.
Fuck you, Xi.
The special censored Google. I forgot what it's called, but there's like the Chinese Google. It's like super censored. Switch Spin a While podcast. We're right there, baby. We pop right up. But yeah, this pizza would piss me off. Long story short.
Yeah, it pissed me off more than China.
Aw.
So we'll never be able to use our $1 salad.
Inspired, bro.
Oh, excluding Hawaii. So I guess there are some in Hawaii.
Oh man, we're gonna have to dig into this.
You're just not allowed to use it there because they have the $3 menu at McDonald's because everything costs $50 more in Hawaii.
It seems like you'd need that dollar off more than anywhere.
Well, no, that's why there's the $3 menu. They got to get that money. It's the fucking Hawaii. I've never been there, but I can only like imagine cigarettes are like $25 a pack.
Well, yeah, they just gotta make sure they have enough money to keep Zuckerberg from stealing their land.
Which that he just got.
He did?
I think so.
God damn.
I think
it,
he just
Lizzie
maybe
boy.
not all of it, but he got a good amount. Yeah, he just fucking cook your sweet baby rays, you son of a bitch, and stay in Florida.
Smoking meat?
Sweet baby
Oh no,
Rays.
he did live in Hawaii, didn't he?
Sweet baby Ray.
I think he did live in Hawaii already.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I said Florida, but I think that grilling thing, he's in Hawaii with the.
I use Sweet Baby Rays. Actually, it tastes good on my reptilian tongue. It doesn't
Makes
burn.
sense. He did move to California just because Justin Timberlake Napster guy told him.
Sweet Baby Ray's is fire. We have like 4 different types of it in our fridge. I'll shout it out. If you want to sponsor us, Sweet Baby Ray's, that'd be a sick sponsorship.
Yeah,
dude.
we'll take Sweet Baby Ray's. We'll take anybody but at this point.
Hey,
Make sure you get rid of that
Stubbs.
one.
Stubbs. That's the best barbecue sauce. Stubbs.
Yeah, I've had Stubbs.
Spicy and smoky.
Bro, but if Sweet Baby Ray's gives us money, you better shut your fucking mouth. But until then, carry on.
Well, I'm trying to get a Stubbs sponsorship. 'cause
Shut
they
the
got better
stub up.
barbecue sauce. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for like the free merch that they send people. You know, they're like, oh, here's like a crate of whatever.
What's
the fuck.
Stubbs'
I
logo?
want like a gallon. It's like a dude in a hat, isn't it?
You're not getting the merch. Me and Xavier are getting the shirt.
Well, I'm the one that I don't want the merch. I just want the barbecue sauce.
Is Stubbs the one with the black dude on it?
I think so.
Doesn't
he have a hat?
They're gonna have to change it.
Is it?
They're gonna have to change
Well,
it.
is it like a white-owned company appropriating somebody else's image, or
Maybe
is it an
not.
actual?
That might be Stubbs
black
on the
person
cover.
using their own image.
That could be Stubbs on the cover.
The
He makes it
football
up.
team from Washington should buy the IP of Chuck E. Cheese, and they should be the DC Chuck E's.
Oh, that would be so much better than having a slur as their name.
Did you see that Onion article where it was like the Washington Redskins changes their name to the DC Redskins? I laughed so fucking hard at that. Yeah, they changed their
That was
name.
good. The Onion is so fucking funny. Like they're, it's been hard for them to come up with like stuff that is crazier than real life, but that one was good.
It's a good. Yeah, they did that well. All right, so this one's from like 2 years ago, I think. Police say a group of adults attacked employees at a Chuck E. Cheese in a Cleveland suburb when a manager didn't respond quickly enough to a complaint about a malfunctioning photo booth. A police spokesman says 6 employees at the child-friendly restaurant and arcade were attacked and injured Sunday night. Lieutenant Kevin Riley said Tuesday that people have a number of leads and tips and hope to make arrests in the next few days. At least 5 men attacked the employees of the Irving, Texas-based chain while dozens of partygoers urged them on.
A dozen partygoers!
What is this crew of people that were just like, we need in the fucking photo booth, that they're ready to assault staff and then like bail? The attack apparently began after a woman told the manager a photo booth wasn't working and the manager told her she'd have to wait. That seems like that's something they probably don't know how to fix, too. You know what I mean? McDonald's people can't fix their fucking ice cream machines.
Oh, but did you see the video of what's his nuts?
Who?
I don't even know his name. He does like, I guess you wouldn't even call him prank videos. Shane was showing him to us the other day.
Oh, vlog creation?
Yeah.
Ross?
Blonde
I think
hair?
his name is Yeah, I know who you're talking. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He recorded a video of him going through the McDonald's drive-thru, and they said the ice cream machine's broken, and then he puts on coveralls and goes and bangs on it with like a rubber mallet and gets the ice cream machine working.
Well, I think like a big
Why?
thing with the ice cream machine a lot of times isn't that it's broken, but it's like they have to clean it every so often because
Yeah, they just say it's
the
broken.
bacteria builds up because there's so much sugar in there.
Yeah,
That's the same thing like soda fountains. So many of like fast food soda fountains and stuff have like bacteria in it, and that's why some soda tastes different.
Yeah. I always...
Yeah, and those things do not get cleaned as often as they're supposed to, health code wise. I can say from experience.
I always heard, and I'll shoot some shots because I heard it from more than one person. The Chipotle on campus, I always heard people say, "Don't get the water because there's like mold in it." I was like, "What the fuck? That's the easiest one to keep clean." You're like, come on,
just turn on the sink, bro.
Yeah, like get that one's easy to get it. And they're just like, nope. Like if you get it from the fountain water, it's got fucking mold. I was like, what? But yeah, there's no video of this, unfortunately. That would have been insane. But I just don't understand how people were that pissed.
That's 5 on 6.
Because like
that's a huge ass fight
with a dozen fans.
Yeah, at least 5 men. Yeah, one. It's like going to a fucking away game. Just like
Chucky.
Oh, do you think like anybody in like the costumes like got it on?
Got in the fights?
Yeah, like let me get the fuck in there. Let me wail on somebody. That's always been a dream of mine is to beat up somebody as Chuck E. Cheese.
Since 6 employees got attacked, I'm sure at least one of them's in a costume. How many uncostumed employees do they have?
Oh, they've got like waiters and they've got like bartenders and the people
ticket
at
guys.
You got access to them and someone's gonna try and beat you up. Nobody's fighting their waiter there.
I did look up the glass door. You know what that is for this? I didn't say many of them, but it's pretty hit or miss. A lot of them are like, yeah, it's great. You know, it's a fun job if you're patient with kids, you know. And some people are just like, they work me like a fucking slave, man. Like this is the worst shit I've ever experienced.
Yeah, there's
Managers
that Reddit horror
don't give a
story with all
shit.
like the kids throwing up and shit.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean,
we're not talking about that on here. Though.
People having to like, having to clean up the tubes. Like if you were small, like if you're some like little tiny girl that works there, you're like you're on tube duty, bitch. Like get in there and clean the fucking turds out.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm a good bartender, so I don't overserve, so I haven't had to clean up any pukes.
Holy fuck.
That's
Oh, because there's like little. They've got to like. Oh man, there's probably got to be some kids that like shit in there and like.
Right in the
do
ball pits and shit, bro.
Ball pits they never clean out though, right? Like, because isn't it
How
impossible?
would you even do that? You'd have to get
You have to clean every ball individually.
yeah, wiping them with like Clorox wipes, or like you'd have to have like a giant
I
like.
don't know. Well, when we went to the trampoline park, they had like the whole sprays, and they were spraying like the foam pits and churning it around and stuff. And I mean, they were cleaning it.
But all that sediment
Sure,
still
no,
like
no, no.
sits in there, you know, like
Yeah.
even if you were to kill all of the bacteria and shit, it's still shit.
Oh, how long is Ian gone for? And can we get a bunch of plastic balls delivered and fill his room with them before he gets back?
We can get a whole lot of balloons. I know that.
Yeah, we might have to go somewhere wholesale, like to pick up the balls to get them there that quick. Maybe might have to get a U-Haul. That'd be funny to get a U-Haul, rent it, just go buy a bunch of balls, fill it up, and then just go drop it back off. So when they open it to like make sure there's no damages, they just fucking wreck. But I'm sure the foam at a trampoline place it gets grosser faster
Yeah, I'm sure
Because
they
it's-
probably throw out all that foam.
eventually because you can't.
But I bet there's less
Clean it up.
people that piss and shit and puke in there than there
Yeah.
are like kids at ball pits.
It's more watched too because there's probably like lifeguards almost at the trampoline park, right?
I mostly just saw people cleaning, and then I saw like one person with a whistle in like the big open area with a lot of kids. But I fucking ate shit trying to do the wall,
Is it
the
fun?
warped wall.
Or is it, you
Yeah,
said it's
oh,
fun.
you didn't go with us. That's
No.
right. It was Jared.
You said it's just fun, but it's tiring fast. Right?
Yeah, bro. You pay for your hour, and after your hour, you're like, I'm fucking ready to be done.
Yeah.
And also, there's a lot
Trampolines
of kids
scare me
there.
so
Like,
much.
I would have a lot of fun if I could rent out the whole place and just like play
If it was
dodgeball with the
empty.
homies. But
Yeah, you got to deal with little bitches.
Yeah, so much like so many places like that would be
Sorry,
so fun if there
Kappa.
wasn't a whole lot of just like bitch ass kids, you know. Or if there were only like the cool kids that you could just like beam in the face with a dodgeball.
Kids
the
that
have
types that are
those.
into that'd be the cool kind of kid that would be there. But like no lames.
I'm trying to hang out with the bully kids at the dodgeball
Yeah.
park.
Where's all the bad kids at? The ones that are all right with getting hit in the face.
But yeah, this is just about the Pasquale's Pizza and Wings rebranding, and how she did her own research, and then just like saw that Pasquale P Pie Plate was this. They used the same name, just like completely. It's the chef and the drummer, and they just fucking got him. It was just like smoking gun, like it's just the same man.
How deep is Chuck E. Cheese lore?
It doesn't go that crazy deep, but it like
I mean, they've been around since the 70s. I feel like if you were to, there's got to be just like little snippets of information.
yeah, but like the stories behind them are like mostly just bridged through like just shit on YouTube of them like calling each other over the phone and like making music. But there's no like, because like with the McDonald's one, when we did all the McDonald's episodes, like it goes in like really deep on like all this shit they did and like why those people are kind of there. Not as much as it could, but there really just like isn't that for Chuck E. Cheese. Like
if I write a script, can we do a live read?
of a Chuck E. Cheese like
Yeah.
cartoon. The more we talk about this Chuck E. Cheese cartoon, the more I think it could be good.
I mean, they've been around since the 70s. Like, you know how many musical eras they've lived through?
exactly.
like-
Yeah, honestly.
They could have some really fucking badass, like, you know, iterations and stuff.
And Chuck E. Cheese at its
Like,
core is like
different Chucks.
it's a cool idea, but it doesn't.
It's where a kid can be a kid.
Yeah, it just doesn't work in a modern world with what like the technology. That's just your kids are born with an iPad in their hands.
Yeah.
And it's just not the same than like it was like, oh, I get to go play these weird video games. They're just like, I have the app store, I can just download all these arcade games now.
All their best games
Spend
weren't even
money
the
on
ones
that.
that gave you tickets. They had a Jurassic Park game where you'd be in, like, you know, the one you're in the Jeep, you got the machine gun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you
You
get
got
like
shoot dynamos and, like, the
you get like
dicks and
2
stuff.
tickets an hour. It's like the bare minimum. Just like what the
Yeah, or I
fuck?
could play the Bumblebee game where you, like, get the balls with the little thing that are all blowing up with the
Man.
fan, and it's lame as hell, but you get like 1 billion tickets
Yeah.
for it.
The light stopper, I think the light stopper, and also the ski chute where you drop the coin in the ski chute, and it's got to
Oh, and,
go through the
like-
different sized holes. There's like the holes are just like wider, like for the less tickets, and then there's like one that's like 200 tickets, and it's like just bigger than like a coin, so you have to time it just perfectly, and the wheel is just constantly spinning. That one is ticket farmer.
I'm not there
Like-
for the tickets, bro. I'm just there for Arctic Thunder.
Yeah.
They had that other game too where it's like you drop the coin in and it shoots it, and it's got like the stuff that's pushing out, and it's just like a recreation of
That's a
those
classic.
gambling machines.
Oh, and you're trying to get it. Yeah.
Chuck
Chuck E.
off the
Cheese should
edge.
try to get like a partnership with different like lotteries, like to get kids addicted to gambling at a young age.
That's what they already got. Like, there was the accusations, like, this is just child gambling. And honestly, all that they would need to do to make the child gambling accusations go away is just change how much the shit is. Make it so where you can actually win shit behind the counter. Like,
But
if you can
that's where they make all their
that's
money.
it,
It's
I
only,
know,
like,
but like
I
that's
only
one.
get like a sticky hand and like whatever the fuck, like some Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah. But
Or you
that's-
want the big prize, and so mom and dad got to shell out the extra money to get it.
Yeah.
Mm.
But like, I know that's how they make their money, but that's why it's the same thing as like the loot boxes.
Yeah.
Why
It's a
lo-
business.
Yeah, but that's why loot boxes had to like put percentages on shit to where it's like, okay, there's a 10% chance you can get something of this level, just because if it is, 0% chance, like you're just fucking scamming children. Dude, but
Yeah,
this-
right now Chuck E. Cheese is just where a kid can spend mom and dad's money. Under socialism, that would be where a kid can be a kid. We can design it in order to have the best experience possible.
Comrade Chuck.
That's right, Comrade Chuck. Oh man, a communist Chuck. That would be amazing.
Charles
Communist-
Entertainment Cheese.
communist
Welcome to the
cheese.
revolution.
I was gonna say the stacker game, where it's kind of like the light stopping game, but it's like the 3 squares, and then you gotta press the button and stop them when they're right on top of each other. There's the one place called Tilt in the mall here, and it was right when the Wii came out, and I wanted a Wii so bad when the Wii came out. Every like coin I found, I would add it to this like bank, and I would cross off how much I had, and I would write it like the new amount.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I found 3 pennies, I would cross off like $54 and like 20 cents and make it 23 cents. Like I wanted a Wii that bad. I've never actually owned a Wii, funny enough, but they had a Wii and a 360 and like probably like a PSP or a DS in that shit in the mall. I spent like $40 fucking one time because I was like, I can just get that and I won't even need the whole amount of money. And I like my mom gave me some money and I like just spent it all just trying to win the Wii. And them bitches are like actually staged
Yeah.
to where you
Well-
can only get it one out every 10 times. and
Yeah,
shit.
I won the first level prize, but I never got like a grand prize on those.
I've
Yeah.
never won like any claw or arcade games.
Oh, I was pretty good at stuffed animal claw games back in the day.
You know what's legit is like the Jupiters in town have the self-serve. It looks like a game. It looks like one of those stacking machines, but it's where you spend your tickets. There's decent deals there, and you can actually get like some cool. Like I got these fucking.
Ooh. Yeah, man, goofy shit like that is
Like
cool.
Yeah, like here. Let me switch to the. A little. I got a couple of these. I had 5, but then cats like to chew them.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, like you get like you get like a Chinese finger trap for like $20. The little fucking. It's like I don't want that. I don't want to get just like rug burn on my fingers.
Yeah, I'm sure your fingers are what you're mostly sticking in that.
Yeah, my fucking little wiener that fits in there. That's like that's like Blood Brothers. Pizza night with the kids turned into a terrifying experience over the weekend when masked gunmen robbed a Chuck E. Cheese in Newark. Tuesday, Newark police released a surveillance video of suspects robbing the restaurant and terrorizing families. I couldn't find this footage. They were back open Tuesday after the crime that might even be might be considered appalling to other criminals. Yeah, imagine being in jail. Like, what are you in for? Like, I fucking pointed a gun at a man in a Chuck E. Cheese costume.
Yeah, you go stand over with the pedophiles.
So you think they put like you on that level if you rob Chuck E. Cheese? Like,
Probably.
40 people were in there. They forced everyone into a storeroom while they emptied the cash register.
Do they even take like some of the cool prizes, like the
I don't think they took any.
like the unique Nerf guns that are only available at Chuck E. Cheese? I'm sure they do.
They took
I
it.
might have made that up just now.
Give me that
I feel like it's
fucking-
probably a thing.
Give me that Chuck E. Cheese ashtray.
I know they got like Chuck E. Cheese squirt guns, right?
I don't trust anything you
Or do they
say
just
now.
sell- they
Ever
sell
since the
super
turkey
soakers?
racist incident of an hour ago, we're not gonna talk about that. Just know that Caleb's a liar, internet.
Yeah.
I'm only a liar when it's funny, and I always fess up.
I love that I'm getting a LinkedIn ad when I'm looking up Chuck E. Cheese robbery articles.
Everyone I hit up on LinkedIn to come on the show didn't respond, so I don't fuck with LinkedIn.
That might just not be why they're on there, I guess. Podcast
What?
interviews.
It's for networking. I mean, what's
Yeah,
no better networking?
I'm not
than
saying
being on
they're
a
smart. I'm
podcast.
just saying that they are fucking up.
7 reasons why LinkedIn needs to be a part of your content strategy. Number 1, you can be on this podcast.
And then finally, we have a truck that smashed into the bathroom of a Chuck E. Cheese.
Trucks are always smashing into places they're not supposed to be.
Truck E. Cheese.
Damn.
Chuck E. Cheese. That's good. But yeah, so Chuck E. Cheese might be going under. We'll see what's up with that IP. Whoops. We'll see if we're able to get a commercial going. Not a commercial, a cartoon. Because we might be able to make a new a new fad. But I doubt it's going to become a Five Nights at Freddy's, just because of the connotations that may have. Children do die in that game, and I don't think a lot of parents are looking at what the games are when they buy it. When they give a kid like, yeah, here, buy this game, and then it's just called Five Nights at Freddy's. But like, if you get into the establishment and they're making hints at children dying in the restaurant, that's when I think the parents would be like, oh, this is not okay.
That's not from like a haunted house or something.
That's true. Kids are going to haunted houses and people are screaming in their fucking faces, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it'd fly like in the Midwest out here just because parents aren't smart enough to know what the fuck it is. But I think if you did it out west where people are a little bit more clued in on pop culture, I think you could pull it off for sure.
You know how you should do it is make it to where only one group is in there at a time, and it's by appointment, and you're actually playing Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's like a weird escape room game, and you're actually, because you know how like the game runs, right?
Don't
It's
we
like,
know someone who owns an escape room?
I think so.
Okay.
But
Tell
the
them about that.
yeah, but
yeah,
the
no, we've played Five Nights at Freddy's together.
yeah, like just like how you're shutting the computers off
It's
and
a pain
saving
in
the
the
power.
ass.
Imagine doing that in real life.
They have like an actual.
You're
can
in a
just, like, set
control
up the
room,
whole booth. Yeah.
and there's motherfuckers in the costumes.
Yeah, and it can't be expensive to set that up. Like, you just need like some buttons and stuff. You just
Dude.
need like a few monitors, and then you have like one guy in a costume. You don't even need like to show like real footage of people actually messing with them. You just have like the stock footage you show. You
Yeah,
just have one guy in a costume that's like gonna spook him at the end.
and you can get like,
It's easy.
you can make it like harder and just add more, because there's like in some of them there's like 6 of them things walking around. So wow, that could be actually cool, but I doubt that'll happen. But if that's how it could run during Corona, if you just have the one group.
I might try it
in
out.
there
I've
at a
never like
time.
I've like dabbled in Five Nights at Freddy's.
gets
I've played once or
hard.
twice, but I've never like actually played it real hard.
I have the
Those
VR
type of
one.
games just stress me out too. A VR?
I have a VR one. I'm sure that one is scary. I'm sure that one is very scary. But yeah, that'll do it for our Chuck E. Cheese is going bankrupt. It's just sad there's not gonna be any more fights inside of the Chuck E. Cheeses if they go bankrupt, and there's a pandemic, which is sad. That's the best type of fight. But all right, any parting words about Chuck E. Cheese?
Mm-mm.
No.
Wear a mask or wear a Pasquale head if you have
If
$1,600.
you have $1,600.
Just be courteous.
All right, peace out, everybody.
I know a place where a kid can be a kid. Chuck E. Cheese's, where